On to you, Aries. Hopefully, you Aries are having a good day. So you actually have the Knight of Wands. Then you Aries have the Sun card, and then you have the Four of Swords for you Aries. So what's going on here for you ultimately, right, so far, is that a lot of you are really well off, very much so at peace. You don't have a whole lot of goofy individuals surrounding you. It just seems like not really, but it seems like every minute of the day trying to, get play with your peace of mind. That's not what's going on. You Aries are having a very good time, a very fun time. Very good time. The reason why I'm saying that is because the Knight of Wands, like you're addressing all the wild, stupid situations, and the ones that you see are too stupid, you're leaving them be to be exactly what it is, because it is what it is. And then you have the Sun card. And so the Sun card here for you, Aries, is also about like the abundance pretty much that you have without trying to be too abundant, right? Without trying to be like to a point where you don't to the point where you don't observe your surroundings. So you still have a certain degree of consciousness and an understanding that you have to work for everything that you have, and a level of humility. And so the Four of Swords also is about like, this is also a very festive time. I know even from just this card alone, but you're going to see some confirmations. This is a very festive time for you, Aries, right now. There's a lot of celebration. Even though it's not your birthday season, it's past that at that point. But you're still having fun, obviously. Very festive, very celebratory. You should celebrate. And then you have the Eight of Cups, and then you Aries also have the Two of Wands. That's why I was saying confirmation. Because the Three of Cups is about celebrating the victories with people whom you trust, right? Potentially family, or whomever it is that you trust. And because where all this stuff is coming from, Two of Wands, right? Individuals, right? No, I got to address that with another card. Where all this stuff ultimately is coming from for you, Aries, is that, again, you've accomplished so much, even with the delays. Mercury is in shadow, so we're going into a Mercury retrograde. With that as it is that you will. And what's so goofy, and I wish that it didn't even happen anymore, is that Mercury goes into retrograde usually 3 times a year. And I'm a Virgo saying this. I wish Mercury wouldn't go into retrograde so much. I wish at maximum 2 times a year. Once at the top of the year, at the beginning, the fiscal new year, once at the middle part or the ending of the year, because the year is winding down anyway. So regardless, what's going on here for you, Aries, is that what's happening is you're addressing or have addressed the nonsense that you needed to. All the people that would hold you back, wish you to not do so well, wish you to do all types of goofy nonsense and everything. Those individuals you have confronted, either confronted them or didn't confront them but stopped talking to them. The point is that you, Aries, actually did what it is that you were supposed to by letting some of these people go and not trying to make excuses as to why they need to be around. Because you will have people that will hang around some individuals that they shouldn't be hanging around. It's not really good for their development. And yet they will make excuses for them. Like, I have this Sagittarius friend who I stopped talking to because at first everything was cool. Next thing I know, the person is hanging out with the very same person that wanted to take what they have. Person is a Sagittarius. I'm talking about my ex-friend, Sagittarius. And I'm like, what are you doing? Next thing I know, the person starts kind of ignoring me a little bit because the person had whatever kind of chip on their shoulder, whatever. And it's like, why don't you do that with the people who don't treat you well? Like, I've been treated the person well since day one. They were down and out. They needed some money, right? They were down and out. They needed some money. Donated to them. Here you go. They were able to use that. I say, here you go, right? Showed them love. All of that stuff. I never talked to them and was like, oh, XYZ, blah, 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 blah. Never. I've known them for about a year now. Never I did that. Never did I do that. Treated them or the person well. And it's like, this is what I'm talking about when I say backwards day, right? They treat you, Aries, the ones who bring value to the table, with a certain degree of like having a chip on their shoulder. But then when it comes to the people who treat them a certain kind of way with disrespect, they will not confront those people. That is so weird. And so now, why it is I'm saying that you accomplished a lot, right? With all of this reason to celebrate, you have the Two of Wands, the Six of Cups, right? The Nine of Wands. So these three cards here for you, Aries, is about, again, these exes coming back. I'm trying to use these down so I don't have to have them anymore. Coming back, and the Nine of Wands represents they have a chip on their shoulder, and the chip on their shoulder is clear. They're coming in with a huge chip on their shoulder, trying to confront you, Aries, like you, Aries, did something super disrespectful to them, as if you, Aries, are the ones that crossed some sort of boundary. But what happened is you, Aries, have the Temperance, which is how you saw that they don't really have a situation, a real issue with you. They want to bicker and argue about something that is valueless, that is meaningless, that is useless to argue about. So you, Aries, decided to ignore them. For the ones of you who don't know what to do if you're in this situation, ignore them. Ignore them. Because they're not interested in trying to really problem solve or come to some sort of resolution with you. It's about arguing because they want to be the center of attention. They're looking for attention, which if you got to get into an argument to get attention, that's so goofy. But they're looking for attention. They're trying to get attention. So the situation is that the ones of you who have already ignored them, head of the curve. The ones of you who didn't know what to do, ignore them. Because who are these people to you anymore? They have shown you that they can't be trusted. They have shown you, Aries, that at the end of the day, this is what it is that they want for you. They don't want you to prosper, right? They want you to fail. They want you to not do so well. Now you have the Three of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. And so this is a situation here for you where the Three of Wands and the Two of Pentacles is about, like, again, if you, because part of the reason too why it is I'm saying or suggesting, in my humble perspective, to ignore them is because the Temperance, Three of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles, if you ignore them and you just move forward with your life, they don't really have anything to say or can do anything about it. Because what's going to happen is the Three of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, you will ignore them, continue to move on. And the Two of Pentacles would be they're trying to figure out how to get you, Aries' attention. And yeah, a lot of you, Aries, have been giving attention. You know, you've been giving attention the way that you need to. Actually addressing certain situations the way that you, Aries, should and you need to. And what's going on here with that is the fact that with addressing it, you've realized that certain people do not deserve to be around you because, again, they don't mean any kind of good for you in the first place. That jealousy and that envy, right? And a lot of you, Aries, didn't know how much jealousy and envy was out here. Like, Let me tell you, jealousy and envy lurks around the corner. It's not something that you should avoid. You know, don't tiptoe around this world in fear all the time at all. You know, be brave. But at the same time, jealousy is around the corner. Jealousy is around every corner. I'm telling you from personal experience. Because I've had people who would try to make my life not good, but then at the same time, they want to be me. And it's like, this is pure dysfunctionality. How you want to make my life not very well, and then you want to switch positions? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, like, my upbringing was rough. Like, socially, it was rough. It wasn't easy. Let's clarify the Three of Wands. It was like a fish out of water. Like, it was like a fish out of water. I'm telling you, I got you, my love. I got you. Don't worry. I got you, my love. I got you. Don't worry. You have the Three of Wands, Queen of Raphael, Empress, King of Raphael, the Wheel of Fortune, and then you have the Chariot. I got you, mi corazón. All right. I got you. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's my cat down there. So you have the Queen of Raphael. She's rubbing up against my leg. Okay. You have the Three of Raphael, the Empress, and the King of Raphael. So to clarify, the Three of Wands. So this is about you, Aries, using said wisdom to actually be able to know what to do when things like this happen. Yeah. One of the best things for you, Aries, to know what to do is to let go of people that are just like trying to contact you just so that they could like figure out a way to get back at you or get into an argument with you and all of that stuff. Like, just forget about those people. Because at the end of the day, the Empress and the King of Raphael here for you is really about how, you know, you're continuing to do quite well in your life. So let their lives be a combination of their own stupid decisions. Like, forget about all that trying to get back at people. And I'm not saying that you Aries are trying to do that, but I mean like trying to like argue with them and even go back and forth with them for sport. That's stupid too. Because it gets to a point where it's like they can do nothing to you. What are they gonna do at the end of the day? What are they gonna do? Are they gonna somehow try to figure out a way to get you to whatever? You know what I mean? Like, King of Raphael, you're so calm, cool, collected, in control of your emotions. Queen of Raphael on top of that too. Queen and the King of Raphael. Queen of Raphael, emotional abundance, understanding yourselves, understanding other people. The Empress to go in the middle of it, right? Having a lot of options in your life, having a lot of power, connections and all that stuff, right? Doing well in life generally. It's like, why argue with these individuals? Then you have the Wheel of Fortune, and then you have the Chariot. Seeing the need to see things for what they are. Use that power that you Aries have. See things for what they are. Are most of these things worth arguing over? More than likely, it's not. So somebody on TikTok, there's certain things I like about it, but there's a lot of different things I don't like. So I'm kind of on and off it. But like, saw this person on TikTok, I was talking to them. I was really talking to somebody else, but the person invited dude up. And he was like stunting. And he was wearing like fake diamonds, right? Like the bangles on his wrist was fake. It was diamonds, fake diamonds. And his necklace was fake diamonds. And I was just like, of course, me knowing the difference between the glass and real diamonds, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, but I didn't say anything, right? Because I just realized like a lot of people get on the net or they get out in public and they trying to stunt. Let people stunt. Let people think you're the non-wiser. Because when you out here trying to do all that, right? When you're out here, you're alarming people that you're the genuine article. And so people look at it like they got to try to take it away from you due to the fact that you're abundant. So let people talk, let them do whatever they need, let them fill their own heads up with this delusion. You just stay quiet, you stay winning, and you just excommunicate from any weirdo stuff. Because think about it, they came back try to, you know what I'm saying? Like they came back around you, Aries, just to get your attention to argue. They figure if they can't get you, Aries, to forgive them, to come rock with them, they'd rather get into an argument with you if they can't do that. Like that is lame. Why would anybody let me get out of here before I get into my Aries bag. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever it is that I drop my videos. Come through for a personal reading. The link to that is in the comment section below, called the Linktree link. And please make sure to download my video game for $1. It's in the App Store. The link to that will also be in the Linktree link. Okay, it's called The Quest, the first chapter. Go ahead and check it out. I've been playing it nonstop. The game is actually fun. Yeah, like I said, go ahead and check it out. And if you're going to contact me for a personal reading, please make sure to leave your phone number. That way I can call you and give you your reading. Peace.